Hi everyone, my name is Ferrebee and I am so thrilled to be a part of the teen self-love movement. I chose a topic today that I find near and dear to my heart, and the more I look around my world, I see that this is very much needed, and that is changing a negative into a positive in the world that we live in. You know, it's amazing to me how negativity takes over how we feel about our day. And what I'm going to speak to is how we can start our day in a more positive way. I think if we begin first thing in the morning when we wake up, have a good thought, get out of bed, and do something for ourselves that will set the pace for the day, it's going to be an even better day for you. One of my ideas is to come up with a word for each day, something that's going to challenge you, something that's going to brighten somebody else's day. Let's bring everybody into this, just not yourself. And I'm going to speak to teens. I'm going to speak to everyone, because this can be for teachers, can be for parents. This is something that I have been trying to do on a daily basis. And sometimes the negativity that surrounds us is a little hard to overcome. We all feel it, whether you're driving to school, somebody cuts you off, if you're in a grocery line and someone's starting to get grumpy because things aren't moving as fast as they want. You know, it's very easy to make a choice to say something and make it better right there, instead of you also taking on that and not feeling great about the situation and you walk away from it. I think that's the easiest thing for everybody to do, is to walk away, although we just continue to hear negativity that surrounds us. It happens in school. A teacher might have a bad day, but instead of changing the words, instead of coming at you because you don't know a math problem and they're getting frustrated, all you have to do is change a few words and say, instead of "you're not doing that right," come up with something that's very simple. Let me help you with that. Are you having trouble? How can we make this a better situation for you? Maybe your friend sitting next to you can help. That's going to resonate a lot more with you, instead of having something that just came at you that you're sitting there with wide eyes going, what just was said to me? And you feel that you can't answer back to that, whether it be a teacher, whether it be a parent. Yes, you can, but you also have to do it in a way that is very respectful, and you have to keep a smile on your face. I don't think anyone is going to feel that you're being negative to them if you're coming up with something that is more positive, because you chose to turn that around. So what I'm going to ask is, as you start your day, maybe even for the week, starting on a Sunday, come up with a word for each day of the week that you're going to live by, and you're going to take that with you. I've chosen a few words. I looked at the dictionary. I looked at definitions, because you see positive words, but do they really mean something to you? So the words that I've chosen, the first one I think is so important, because laugh. Without laughter in your day, to me, why go through your day? Tell a silly joke. Make somebody smile. That is so important. And that will bring to you some joy in your heart, because you made a difference. And you might not think of it that way. Maybe it's your personality that you just carry through. But you know what? Now you're going to use that word. You're going to think about it. You're going to get up and you're going to go through the day, and now you're going to make a difference for everybody else. The other word that I like is courage. Courage to me is really important because sometimes it just takes courage to get out of the bed and start your day and to go through and maybe answer things that you are not comfortable with in class. Your parents are asking a question of maybe something that happened. Have the courage to stand up, use your own voice, and bring positivity to the day ahead. And that is something that we can all use. Another word that I love is kindness. I don't think there's enough kindness in this world. And how positive is this word? You know what? Someone might be having the worst day of their life. You have no idea what their situation is. And you know what? Just go over to them, putting a hand on their shoulder or asking a simple question, "Are you okay?" That makes all the difference in the world. And that was very kind. You can do it when you're outside going, walking your dog. Someone's having trouble. Their dog gets away. Help out. You're at the grocery store and someone's having a problem getting their groceries into the car. What a positive thing. And if you do that for someone, they're going to turn around and do the same thing for someone else. And they're going to carry that through their day going, "Oh my goodness, that young person was so nice. They were so kind to me. They helped me out when I really needed it most." And you know what? We have some amazing people out there. There is still a lot of good in the world, and let's be a part of that. So my next word is love. I don't think that we show enough love. It's okay to show love and your feelings. Give a hug. There's nothing like giving someone a hug in your life. It's funny because I am a parent of a teenager, and you miss that. You miss that interaction. So you know what? Let's try. It goes both ways. I'm having a bad day, but if I open up and go and give my daughter a hug, you know what? My day is better. And I know I just made her day better, even though she might not say it or react to it. But you know that it made a difference. Joy is another one of my words that I have chosen for my week. So when I go into my day, having joy in my heart and just trying to make things so much better for everybody would be such a wonderful thing. Joy can come in any form. Somebody drops their pencil, pick it up and hand it to them and have a smile on your face instead of kicking it down the hallway. If someone is having problems carrying their lunch tray, go over and help them. That would make such a difference and bring joy. You know what? Bring in a note to your teacher. How wonderful would that be? You know what? Sometimes we don't appreciate the ones around us that do the most for us. Our parents, leave a little note on the counter. "Thank you for making me a great breakfast. Thank you for making me my lunch." What a simple thing, but that now brought joy. Another word that I love is respect. I don't think we have enough of this in our world. When you're going through your day and somebody asks you a question and they're showing you respect and asking in a nice way, then you need to reciprocate and show that as well. Instead of turning around and having, a snarl on your face because you didn't want to answer that right away. Be respectful. It's such an easy thing to do, and it goes a long way. And my last word I really do love because this is something I've had to learn, and it's patience. Being a mother of a teenager, and I've also raised 2 other teenagers, I think that you learn patience, but sometimes you're not really good at it. Today, for example, I'm driving home and traffic is really heavy and people are cutting in front of me. And what is my just quickest reaction to all of a sudden start getting really upset? And then you know what? I took a deep breath and I sat there and I'm like, you know what? No matter how fast I go or how many people cut me off, I'm still going to get to where I'm going in the same amount of time. So I had to practice patience even today. So you know what? Practice that. You know, someone might not learn something as quick as you, and that can be very frustrating. Have patience with them. Instead of getting frustrated, help. Anything. As far as your parents are concerned, or our teachers, there's a lot on everybody's plates nowadays. But you know what? If you step back and you understand that and show patience, it's going to make the world of difference. So when you have your words like I do here, and I have my 7, go ahead and fold them and put them in a special place. Put them in just a nice box so that when you wake up in the morning, you're choosing your word for the day, and challenge yourself to all throughout that day use that focus, and you will be surprised how much joy and love that's going to bring to your own self, because you know that you're doing something wonderful, and you know whether we like it or not, and sometimes we don't like to show it, but when we are doing something good, the feeling is so worth it. You don't have to have any reward. The reward is the joy that you're getting out of actually doing the practice that you set out to do. And you know what? I think it will go like dominoes. If you're starting to have a positive attitude, no matter what you're doing, if you're playing a sport with your team, with your classmates, with your parents, with your teachers, anyone, everyone is going to start to feel that positive energy, and then they're going to want to have that same type of wonderful energy as well. And you know what? Everyone will start to emanate all the feelings that you just put out there by doing something simple. And you might not think that you're making a change, but you really have. So it's something very simple to do, and it does take patience. And it does take practice to come up with your challenge for that day. Now, I know for myself that I've seen this so much, and that's why I chose this, to talk about positivity. No matter where I go, if I walk out onto my school's playground, the children sometimes just, they don't know how to talk to each other, and they think it's okay to use a tone that is not respectful. And a lot of the things that I'm saying are the words that I chose because it's so important. You know, when I see my daughter's team and they might not all be getting along, and someone saying something that's just really not nice, you know, you have the choice and you have the power to stand up and make that difference and turn it around. If someone's telling you that you're doing a terrible job time and time again, well, guess what? You're going to think that not only are you doing a terrible job, but you might be a terrible person. And that's far from the truth. And it's so simple to give a compliment instead of being all upset about something. And, you know, if someone's telling you, oh, you know, you didn't do that the right way. Well, can you show me? Can you help me? You have a voice to ask, what can I do? And that's another positive situation. So I think we're reactionary. If somebody is coming at you in a negative way, well, you're going to want to then come after them also with a negative sentiment behind that. And now again, you can sit here and be positive about the situation that you're in, and you will really find what a difference it makes. And it's funny, with me doing this video and sharing these things, I personally am stepping out of my comfort zone, and I'm really thrilled that I was asked to do it, because it's making me feel just so wonderful that I can share a few things that I encounter on a daily basis and how I might turn things around. One of my favorite sayings is, don't be afraid to fail, be afraid to try. So I'm asking you to try this. Try to be positive every day and bring that to your peers, bring that to your parents, your teachers, someone in the grocery store checking you out, someone that is at a fast food place, anywhere. You can project this out into the world. And what a wonderful thing that it will be, because again, the effect is going to be far and wide, and mostly on yourself, because you are going to be so surprised at how wonderful this makes you feel. And you know what? When you start your day like this, that you know that it's going to be a wonderful one because you are going to make a difference, then you're just wanting to continue with doing such a wonderful thing. And I think that it is so powerful to enable yourself to be able to do this. And I am thrilled to be a part of this. And I hope that this finds that you can go about your day now. Think about things that are surrounding you. Think about how you can embrace it and make it better. We have so many people out there that are hurting, and it's because sometimes of something silly. But if you say something wonderful, then it's going to make a difference in their life. And I want to say also that one of my favorite sayings is, be the change the world needs. And you know what? I'm going to add words to that. Be the positive change that the world needs today and every day. You definitely have the power to carry some wonderful things with you on a daily basis, and then it's going to surround you, and it's going to go far and wide. And I hope that this is something that you can take and learn from and be positive, and in every situation that you find yourself in, make it something wonderful. Thank you for this opportunity, and I hope that this helps in some way and that you touch a life today and every day in a positive way.